gorgeous up there in northern Wisconsin. They're amazing. I've never been to New Hampshire or Vermont, and I've heard that's the best place for fall colors, but I can't imagine it being more glorious than what I saw up in Wisconsin. So if you ever get a chance, and Wisconsin's a lot closer. But the fall colors are just amazing, absolutely amazing. Morning. Um, so we did that and then had the APDA walk, which turned out really well. And then last week I was gone. So Dr. Lam was doing some instruction down in Dallas. So I was down there brushing up on my skills. So, and that was really good conference. Got to spend three days doing Tai Chi with Dr. Lam. So that was awesome. So now I'm back. All right. Make sure you sign in for me, Alan, please. All right. Any questions before we start? Why is the sky blue? Anything like that? Switched your Cardinals hat out for a Blues hat? There you go. Yeah. Like, go Cardinals. Oh, well, now let's go Blues. Hey. Excellent. All right. So let's do some Tai Chi together, shall we? Stand if you are able and or wanting to. And I'd like to thank Dennis for filling in for me. I appreciate it. We're lucky to have someone who's as qualified as Dennis to fill in when I'm gone. And I try not to be gone 3 Fridays. It just worked out that way. But Dennis is such a great guy, and he has actually been doing Tai Chi longer than I have. So it's good to have somebody quality that's able to fill in for me. So many thanks to Dennis, even though he's not here. We're thinking, unless he's listening in online. If you're listening in online, Dennis, thank you. All right, traditional Chinese bow, taking our right hand and making it into a fist. Left hand, fingers together. The fist stands for power. Fingers together stand for friendship. And then we tuck in the thumb, which stands for humility. And the fist goes into the palm, and we say welcome, or ni hao, if you want to learn to speak Chinese. I'd say learn Tai Chi before you try and speak Chinese. It's a hard language. All right, so we're going to start off with our deep breathing. We're going to stand in the Wuji position. My feet are shoulder or hip distance apart. Put a nice gentle bend in the knees. Tuck in the tailbone. Head is lifted by a silk thread. So we have good straight body posture in this direction. Also have good straight body posture from this perspective. Practice standing like this, not just here in class, but out there in the real world when you're doing things around the house, standing in line at the grocery store, or Department of Motor Vehicles, or wherever you're going. Practice standing like this, all right? This builds your leg strength up, okay? Helps you with your balance. Lowers your center of gravity. If somebody happens to bump into you, you're going to be a lot more stable standing like this than if you're standing like this or like this, okay? So, deep breathing. We breathe from the belly. We inhale through the nose. The belly expands. Exhale through the mouth, and the belly contracts. All right? Let's begin. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, push the palms forward. Inhale. And exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Hey there. Exhale. Don't forget to sign in for me, please. One more time, arms to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, gently push the palms to the ceiling. And you'll go blues. Inhale. And exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, push the palms out, fingertips up. Inhale and exhale. We've got room for you over here, Jagan. There's room for. Don't have any chairs set up, but there's plenty of room. Inhale, no. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Thanks, Pat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do one more time to the side. I'm going to have to take back all those bad things I say about you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale, hands in front of the heart. I'm mirroring you. Left hand up, right hand down, making a leg of an X. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, now right hand up, left hand down, make that other leg of the X. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the upper body nice and straight. Make sure that you're not leaning. Inhale, good job. And exhale, right hand up and left hand down. Keep that upper body nice and straight. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, hands back to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. We'll flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. Be kind to your shoulders. Don't force anything. Exhale, slowly float the hands down. Inhale. And 1 second. Go ahead, relax your hands down. I'm going to shift things around here, all right? All right. Jagan, do you mind coming back here? It's Willie. Tom. Not doing good with names today. Tom, you want to go right here? Sure. Let me go ahead and finish breathing. I'll get you another couple chairs, all right? Jagan and Tom, make sure you sign in before you leave, please, okay? All right. So, flapping the arms like bird wings, all right? Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. And lastly, my favorite, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And there you have it. That's our breathing exercise. If you're not breathing, raise your hand. All right, then we did good. All right, let me get you a couple chairs here, Tom. All right. Boom. Sure. Sorry, I got your name wrong. Ah, no, that's all right. All right, we're all good. I'm going to squeeze by you real fast here. So what we might want to do is slide this chair back a little bit. So when you're standing right in between them. All right. Hey, Dave, how are you? Make sure you sign in also when you get a chance, Dave. All right. Wow. Class doubled in size while we were breathing. Let's breathe again and we'll be on stacked layers or something at that point. Um, with Tai Chi, I have no problem. If you have to come in late, please don't ever think, oh, I'm 5 minutes late. I can't make it. You can. Just try not to disturb anybody. But I would rather have you do 20 minutes of Tai Chi than no Tai Chi. Okay. Or if you have to leave early, just let me know if you have to leave early. If I understand there's doctor's appointments and that kind of stuff. So if you need to leave early, just let me know so I make sure that you're okay. Because when you're in the room here, I want to make sure everybody's doing okay. All right. Okay. Somebody's phone's on. That's you? All right. Warm-up exercises. These are 12 exercises: neck, shoulders, lower spine, hips, knees, and ankles. This gives us a good example of a lot of concepts of Tai Chi. And then we use these concepts out there in the real world. We use these concepts to learn and work on different forms, okay? So, standing in the Wuji position once again, knees bent, tucking in the tailbone, head lifted by the silk thread. First exercise is called the chin tuck. We concentrate on keeping the chin level and feel like someone's kind of pushing back on our face or pushing back on the chin. This gives us a nice stretch on the back of the neck. This helps us with the head forward posture that we sometimes get with Parkinson's, all right? So this is really gonna help your posture, therefore helping your balance, all right? So we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin while looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. Again, we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin while looking straight ahead. Hands come out, the chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. Again, we float the hands up in front of us. Now, keep looking straight ahead. Keep that chin level as you tuck in the chin. Feel the nice stretch on the back of the neck as you tuck in that chin. Hands come out, the chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. That looked really nice. Good job. Next neck exercise, we're going to look side to side. We're turning just the neck, not turning the shoulders, not turning the body, all right? So we start out prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, palms facing one another. Just turning the neck. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Look to the right, gently push down on the left. And come back to center, back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, now the right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left, gently push down on the right. And come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand's on top. Right hand over the right shoulder, look to the right, push down on the left. Feel that nice stretch. Come back to center, back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder, look left, gently push down on the right. Feel that nice stretch in the neck. And come back to center. One more time each side. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder, look right, push down left, turn the neck, feel the stretch. Come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Left hand, left shoulder, look left, gently push down on the right. And come back to center, back to prayer hands. Exhale, relax the hands down. Very nice. Forward shoulder circles. Try and keep the waist still. meaning that when shoulders come forward, that I don't bend forward. Keep the body nice and straight. Okay? So I bring the shoulders back, then up, then forward and down without leaning forward. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. One more time. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Excellent. Now reverse that. Bring the shoulders forward without leaning forward, up, back, and down. Keep looking straight ahead as you do this. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. Forward, up, back, and down. Excellent. Good work. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity. You imagine someone's gently pulling on your wrist. You feel the body open and expand, all right? A lot different than what you feel with your Parkinson's, where your body gets tight and contracted. So we're offsetting that. We're opening and expanding the body, okay? So we're gently reaching out, reaching up. Imagine someone's gently pulling at your wrist. Feel the stretch. And relax the hands down. Nice and gentle, nice and easy. Once again, we imagine someone's gently pulling at our wrist. Feel a stretch in your shoulder and your elbow, sometimes your chest and your back. And relax the hands down. One more time. Gently, we're reaching out, reaching up. Feel that lovely stretch. It'll make you want to smile, but resist. And relax the hands down. Excellent. Good work. So now we're going to open the body up vertically. Yeah, that's horizontal. This is vertical. So I talk about the silk thread holding your head up. You imagine someone's lifting up gently on that silk thread. Feel the beautiful stretch in your spine, okay? So we start out in the prayer hand position. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine. Float the head towards the ceiling. And come back to center. Keep looking straight ahead as you do this. Don't look up towards the ceiling. Right hand up, left hand down. Float that head gently to the ceiling. And come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down. Gently float the head towards the ceiling. Feel that lovely stretch. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. One more time each side. Left hand up, right hand down. Float the head gently to the ceiling. Keep the upper body straight. Make sure you're not leaning. Good job. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Again, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. Relax the hands down. We're going to do one more. Something to think about as you're doing this exercise. So we build up muscle memory, all right? And that's one of the things we're trying to do here in class is try to build some muscle memory for things that will keep you safe, all right? This is a great example. When you're extending the hand up over the head, a lot of times we want to do this. And when we do this, we feel stress in our shoulder. It doesn't really need to be there, all right? If we get used to putting our hand up like this, we have much less stress in our shoulder. And you notice my head is now protected. So this is a really good way to protect yourself. And so like if you go into a fall, of course, our job here is to make sure that you don't fall. But if you do, putting your hand up here is a really good way to protect your head. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's practice a couple more times with our hand like this. By the way, this is no small thing. I did a presentation for Tai Chi and traumatic brain injury, and I was concentrating on, they asked me to concentrate on the recovery from traumatic brain injury. But while I was researching it, I found out people over 60 years old, leading cause for traumatic brain injury is falling and striking your head on the way down. So this is a really good way to protect your head, okay? So, from the Wuji position, prayer hands. Left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine, keeping the hand curved over the head. Beautiful. And come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching that spine. Keep the hand curved over the head and come back to center. Old habits die hard, right? Left hand up, right hand down, curving the hand, keeping the upper body straight while you do it. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching that spine. Good work. Come back to center. Relax the hands down. All right, so I'm going to test you next week. I'm not going to do that. But just gentle reminders so that this becomes a habit, not this. Okay? All right. Next lower spine exercise, we're going to carry the ball side to side. This is a really good core strengthening exercise, all right? And this is really important when you have Parkinson's. So many exercises want to concentrate on the extremities because that's where your Parkinson shows up, in the weak legs or the tremors or whatever. So people focus on the extremities. But these literally are the core muscles of your body. So you really want to concentrate on these muscles. This is one reason why we stand in the Wuji position, because you're building up. Dr. Lam, he talked about this over the weekend. When you're standing like this, you're building, there's a whole group of muscle, internal stabilizing muscles around our abdomen and the muscles that support our spine. And so when we're standing like this in good posture, we're increasing the strength of those muscles. Those are your core muscles, the foundational muscles your body is built off of. All right. So don't neglect those. All right. So in this exercise, we have a ball in front of us. We bring the ball from the left side to the right side. The goal is not to see how far we can turn. The goal is to not move the hips, but turn the upper body from the left side to the right side without moving my hips, okay? And again, we're not trying to force anything. This is nice and gentle, but we're increasing all these stabilizing muscles as we do this, okay? This is what the Chinese call core strength. If you ask Chinese, someone like in traditional Chinese medicine, if they're going to talk about core strength in America, they'd say, how long can you plank? In China, they're looking at all these internal stabilizing muscles. That's what they look at as core strength, okay? And they've been doing it for a few thousand years more than Western medicine. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn, bring the ball to the left. Nice small turn. Beautiful. Turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and then gently turn the upper body to the right, not moving the hips, just turning the upper body. You turn the ball over, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left, not moving the hips, just turning the upper body. Has a different feel to it, doesn't it? You turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. Again, nice and gentle, not forcing anything. We turn the ball over, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left, small turns. Turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. Nice and small. And then we turn the ball over, we come back to center, and relax the hands down. In Western exercises, everybody wants to do things bigger, right? In Eastern exercises, small things, subtle things make a huge difference, all right? That's one of those exercises. You don't have to turn far to get a really good core workout, okay? All right, one more exercise, then we'll have a seat, all right? We're gonna do a balance exercise. After I get a drink of water. Okay, so this is a leg strengthening exercise. This is a great balancing exercise. And it's interesting. So one of my students that teaches with me on Zoom, and she's from St. Louis. I mentioned this in yesterday's class, but she was out visiting her sister in California, who's a physical therapist, may even be a doctor of physical therapy. She knew a lot about physical therapy. And unbeknownst to me, her sister was watching the whole hour lesson that I gave. And then my student came back and she said, my sister said, everything you're doing is really good, from a physical therapy standpoint, which doesn't always turn out that way. There's some physical therapists that don't agree with Tai Chi. I don't know how you can't, because they were doing it long before physical therapists, but we won't get into that subject. But But anyway, she said, no, everything you were doing, was really well rooted in Western medicine, so on and so forth. So she said she asked her teacher, like, when I'm standing on one leg, when my leg is kind of doing this or my upper body is doing this, she goes, I just don't feel like that's right. And what I've been saying for a while, some of you have heard me say it, is like when you're trying to balance all your weight on one leg and your leg's doing this or your upper body's doing this, your body is learning balance at that point. All right. You're teaching your body how to balance when that happens. And her sister said the exact same thing. But her sister added something that was really important. I hadn't looked at it this way. She said, when you're trying to balance on one leg and the upper body's doing this, you would like it to be nice and quiet. But while, all of this is happening, she said, that's a good thing. That's your body learning balance. And then she said, if your body quits doing that, that's when you need to worry. If your body quits trying to find that balance, that's when you need to worry. It's like, that is a great point. Okay? So you're going to feel a little bit of that as we do this, all right? So work on keeping the knee bent, keeping the upper body straight. You have chairs, use those chairs. Stay safe, all right? So we start in the Wu-Ji position. Knees bent, tucking in the tailbone, is lifted by the silk thread. We're going to shift our weight left with a bend in the left knee. Bring the right foot in. This is known as the cat stance, as in C-A-T. Keep that head lifted. Keep looking straight ahead. Tap the right toe in front of us, empty, no weight on the right, all your weight stays left, and back to the cat stance. Right foot to the side, all the weight stays on your left, and cat stance. One more time, use your chair if you need to. And now the exciting one, tap the right toe behind us. And as you do this, keep plenty of space between your feet. Use your chair if you need to. Cat stance. And return to Wu-Ji. Excellent. All right, we're going to do the other side. I'm going to give you one hint. Posture makes a huge difference with your balance, all right? So as you're doing this exercise, don't look down to see what your feet are doing. Learn to feel what your feet are doing and keep that head lifted by that silk thread. Sometimes when our balance is challenged, we start rotating forward. We want to, looking at it from this side, we'll sometimes rotate forward. As we're challenging our balance, we want to keep the body nice and straight as we practice our balance, okay? All right, weight shifts right, bend in the right knee, left foot comes in, cat stance. Tap left toe to the front, empty. Keep all your weight on the right. Use your chair if you need to. Cat stance once again. Tap, left toe to the side, empty. Cat stance. And then the fun one, tap the left toe behind us. Good spacing, everybody. Cat stance. And return to Wu-Ji. Very nice. We could just do that exercise the rest of the hour. Wouldn't that be fun? Compliments to everybody on spacing. I didn't have to correct anyone. When we step behind us, we want to keep space between our feet. This is something I've been working on. Again, muscle memory thing. So when we step back, a lot of times we'll have a tendency to do this to step backwards, which puts me on a balance beam. Everybody was doing this. This is good. So if I have to shift my weight back, I'm nice and stable. So kudos to everybody. Great job. Keep up the good work, all right? Any questions on any of the exercises so far? All right, let's have a seat. Let's do some seated work. Ironically, working on the legs a little more. All right, we're gonna work on sitting Tai Chi style, all right? So I told you at the beginning of class, Wu-Ji position, wanted you to learn to stand like this and how healthy it is to stand. This is called the Wu-Ji position. Wu-Ji means a state of stillness, or sometimes referred to as a state of nothingness, but you can be still and still be doing something, right? So this is very, very healthful, not helpful, but healthful for everybody, especially people with Parkinson's. All right. So you can also practice sitting in the Wuji position. All right. This is harder than it looks because you'll sit like this for 5 minutes and be like, "Phew, I need a break." But this is also very healthful to do. So we sit up on the edge of the chair. We don't use the back of the chair unless we absolutely have to. Our feet are flat on the floor. We have a 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower legs. So my knee is directly over my heel. Okay. The pelvic bone is a flat bone. We will have a tendency to rock backwards. Instead, you want to rock forward on the pelvic bone. Notice how that straightens my back. And then you lift the head by the silk thread. So have good straight body posture from this perspective and good straight body posture from this perspective. Okay. This is something that your spouses can help you with to make sure that you're using good posture when you are seated. I've said it over and over again. I've seen many times whatever posture my Parkinson's friends use in their chair generally tends to be the same posture they use when they're standing. So if they're leaning to one side in the chair, generally they will stand and lean to that same side. All right. Or if you sit in the chair like this, you'll get up and you'll stand like this also. So it's important to practice this. Now, it doesn't mean you have to sit the whole evening like this, but practice a few minutes every hour sitting like this, and you will find it gets stronger and stronger. When I started doing seated Tai Chi in my mid to late 40s, I could not sit like this for a very long period of time. Now I can sit like this for hours. So it's all part of that core strength and those internal stabilizing muscles. Okay, so I beg you to practice sitting like this. All right, it will be amazing for your health. Okay, all right. Hip exercises. First hip exercise, we're going to do a side to side hip exercise. First, let's turn to the right hand side of our chair with our knees together. We're going to face the right hand side of your chair. Gives you a chance to say hi to everybody on the right hand side of the room. We're going to start with the left leg. We're going to slide the left leg out. We're going to keep the knee over the heel. So not doing this or this or this. You're going to feel a stretch on the inside of the legs, feel a stretch in the hips. Sometimes you'll feel it in the lower back, all right? So let's practice with legs first, and then if everything looks good, we'll add in the hands, all right? So I'm facing the right-hand side of the chair with that left leg. I'm going to slide that left leg out. I'm going to feel that nice stretch, keeping good right angles. Good job. And then bring the knees back together again. Beautiful. Let's add the hands. Hands up, prayer hand position. Slide the right leg out, push against that slide the left leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the right. Good job. And come back to center. Let's do that again. Slide the left leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the right. Keep that knee above the heel as you do this. Come back to center. Beautiful. One more time. Slide the left leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the right as you do this. Should feel a nice stretch with the hips and the knees. Come back to center. Relax the hands down. Go ahead and walk to the left-hand side of the chair. Try to not sit on your microphone cable while you do that. All right, now say hi to everybody on the left-hand side of the room. Hi. Happy birthday. I don't know when anybody's birthday is. I'm still working on names, so I don't know if I'll ever get to birthdays. All right, same thing with the right leg, okay? Slide the right leg out, keeping the knee above the heel, feeling the stretch in the legs, hips. Beautiful, come back to center. So let's add the hands, prayer hand position. Slide the right leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the left. And come back to center. Slide the right leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the left. Keep your good straight posture. Make sure you're not leaning. And come back to center. 2 more times, looking good. Slide the right leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the left. And come back to center. 1 more time. Slide the right leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the left. And come back to center. And relax the hands down. Beautiful. Walk back to center, shake the legs loose. Good exercise for the hips. Next hip exercise, we're going to do 2 motions with the leg. First, we're going to pick the knee up, keeping the back straight, keeping the body straight, all right? We pick the knee up as high as we are able to without leaning back, all right? Don't use your hand to pick your knee up. Let your body do whatever it can do, all right? What we don't want to do is be doing this, right? Or this. Keep that back nice and straight. It helps some people to think that when they lift the knee that they're also lifting the head simultaneously. That will help you with your posture if you kind of keep that in mind. Okay? Second motion, pushing the foot down. You're trying to drive your foot down through the floor. Okay? Again, keep the back straight, keep the body straight as you were doing this. Okay? So we're sitting up nice and straight and tall. Lift the left knee up, hands behind us, keeping the back and the body nice and straight. And relax, good posture. Hands in front of us, push down on the left foot, hard as you can, pushing down, push, 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 and relax. Lift the left knee to the chest, keeping the back and the body straight. Relax. And then push down on the left foot, hard as you can, trying to drive it down through the floor. And relax. One more time. Left knee to the chest, back and body stay straight. And relax. And then hands in front of us and push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 push. And relax. Beautiful. Shift right side. Lift the right knee to the chest, keeping the back and the body straight. And relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the right foot, like you're trying to drive the foot through the floor. Keep looking straight ahead. Keep that back straight. And relax. Lift the right knee to the chest. Back and body stay straight. And relax. Good job, everybody. Push the right foot down, trying to drive the foot through the floor. Push, push, push. And relax. And then lift the right knee to the chest. Keep the back and the body straight as you do this. And relax. And push down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, push, push. And relax. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Good work. Everybody having fun? All right. I could tell you a cow joke, but that would be utterly ridiculous. I could tell you a pizza joke, but that would be cheesy. All right. See, my daughters are out of town, so you guys have to take the brunt of the dad jokes, all right? All right. Next exercise, heel kick. We're going to do 4 motions with the legs, sitting up nice and straight and tall. First, we're going to pick the knee up. Second, we're going to kick out. This is a heel kick. I'm pushing out on my heel. My toe is facing up. Third, I'm going to pick the leg back up, keeping the back and the body straight. And fourth, float, not drop, but float the foot to the ground. All right? Don't forget step 3. A lot of people like to pick the leg up, kick it out, and then just bring the foot down. You want to bring the foot back to here, let it hover, and then float it to the ground. Okay? Work on keeping the back straight. Work on keeping the body straight. It's okay to smile. We're also going to punch out the opposite hand, all right? Concentrate on your legs first, hands second, but I think everybody's okay to do this. So let's give it a shot. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. We pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist if you are able to. Good job. Pick up the left leg, keeping the back and the body straight, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. You're a popular guy. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time, sit up nice and straight and tall. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Excellent. So I'm giving you lots of exercises. How in the world are you going to remember all of them, right? You don't have to remember all of them. I want you to remember 3 things. I want you to remember to do deep breathing every day, all right? Breath is kind of important. We can live for weeks and weeks without food. We can live days and days without water. We can only live minutes without breath, all right? So practice your breathing every day. The heel kick exercise or the toe kick that we're going to do, practice that every day. You only need to do it once a day. 3 repetitions would be good. And if you want to be great, and I know how some of you are, you could do 3 times a day, 3 repetitions. Think about right after you get done eating, push back from the table, do 3 of the heel kicks. Simple as that. You're amazed at how much stronger you will be in a month from now, 2 months, 6 months, okay? But you have to do it, all right? But right after meals, that's a really good time to do it, okay? All right, let's do toe kick next. Same exercise. The only difference is we were doing a heel kick, and now we're going to do a toe kick. So I'm pointing the toe forward. Everything else is the same. Lifting the leg before and after we kick, punching out the opposite hand, smiling the whole time. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out, right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time each side. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Check your posture. Are you sitting up nice and straight? Not easy to do, is it? All right. Questions about that exercise? I'm glad to see you're relaxing, and I'm being very serious about that. You've yawned a couple times, and that's good. That means you're relaxing. It's hard to sleep sometimes at night, isn't it? I know my mom had Parkinson's, and my mom had trouble sleeping at night sometimes because of the rigidity of Parkinson's disease. That it makes it really hard to sleep sometimes. So if you have trouble sleeping, remember what we're doing here was making you more relaxed and making you yawn. Okay, so there's um, some strong evidence that shows that like doing some meditation before you go to bed will help you sleep. And we're going to do meditation here in just a few minutes. So I used to be really upset. Tom's just trying to convince everybody. So when I first started teaching, somebody would yawn. I was like, oh man, I'm boring them. But then it's like, hold it. My job is to get people to relax. So if they're yawning, that must mean I'm doing a fairly good job. Doesn't mean I'm not boring, but it just means that I must be doing a pretty good job at relaxing. So actually I had somebody write an article one time about yawning in exercise classes okay, because they heard me talk about people relaxing in class. So, all right, we'll do our ankle exercise and then we'll move into meditation. This is the third exercise I want you to remember. It's very important when you have Parkinson's that your ankles are strong and flexible, all right? And this simple exercise will help you with that. And it is very simple, but it's very profound also. Left foot, touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Try to not move the leg, just move the ankle. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Excellent. Heel and toe. Right foot, same. Heel and toe. Heel, toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. Second ankle exercise, left foot, touch little toe and big toe. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot, little toe, and big toe. Excellent. Right foot, same, little toe, big toe, outside, inside, little toe, big toe. And back to the Wuji position. All right. So 10 minutes of deep breathing every day, 3 heel kicks every day, or toe kick, either one is fine, and a few of these ankle exercises, heel toe, heel toe. Start doing those on a daily basis. See your health start to slowly improve. Okay? All right. Any questions on those? All right. So you guys, Dennis, yeah, 10 minutes of deep breathing. Yeah. You can do the hand exercises. You can do the deep breathing like this. You can just sit and do deep breathing. So yeah, 10 minutes of deep breathing, heel kick, ankle exercise. I'm sorry. Practice, and I'm being honest about that. That is a great question. That leads right into meditation. So that's an awesome question. Really good way to do it. I'm going to kind of pivot here so everybody can see me. So where my rib cage comes together to my sternum is right here. All right. So I take this hand, this top knuckle, and set it right there, right below the rib cage. All right. And then my navel is here. All right. And so I take the top knuckle of the other hand and set it right here. Okay. Now I'm going to stand up to demonstrate this. A really good place to practice this is in bed at night or whenever you want to practice it in bed. So I have one hand here and I have one hand here. When you belly breathe, the top hand shouldn't move, only the bottom hand should move. All right. So it should look like this. Do you see that from your angle? Okay. So from here, and so that is a great way to lay in bed, one hand here, one hand here. Top hand doesn't move, only the bottom hand moves. Most of the time, when you tell people to take a deep breath, they will do what the Chinese call upside down breathing, is they'll do this. And if I breathe the wrong way, see how the upper hand moves? Chinese call that upside down breathing because you're only breathing out of this part of your lungs. When you're belly breathing, what's happening is your diaphragm sits up here underneath your rib cage, and that diaphragm drops down and it moves all the other organs out of the way. That's one reason why the stomach comes out, is because it's kind of pushing all the other organs out of the way, and then it comes back up. There's also a nerve called the vagus nerve, if I'm remembering correctly, that when you do deep breathing, the diaphragm drops down and it stimulates that vagus nerve, and that helps you relax. Hence the yawning. When you take deep breaths a lot of time, you'll start yawning because you stimulate that vagus nerve. All right. So if you really want to practice, lay in bed, inhale through the nose into the belly, and then out of the mouth, from the belly out of the mouth. So it's almost like you inhale through the nose to the belly, and then out of the belly, out of the mouth. Okay. Oh no, that's a great question. One of my students, she's practiced this. She will lay on her couch and she'll take her remote and set her remote just below her belly button and practice her Dantian breathing. While not in line with the ancient Chinese didn't use their remotes to help them breathe, but it works for her. So what the heck? Let it work, right? And so that becomes the basis of meditation that we're going to do now. All right. It all comes down to the breathing. You can focus on something. Some people will focus on, like, they'll light a candle or have a beautiful sculpture or a picture, and they'll focus on that. Some people do a mantra. They'll make a sound or a noise or a word, and they'll use mantra breathing. Yesterday, I was with some young adults with special needs, and we had a chance to be outside. And if you want a really cool experience, go outside and do meditation and work on all 5 of your senses. So you listen to what's happening around you, listen for the birds or maybe that car off in the distance. Go into a park and do some meditation like that, because you'll discover all kinds of things you didn't know. You look around and you look at the colors, you feel the wind on your skin. You smell the flowers or maybe the evergreens, or the fall has a certain smell to it. And so we did sensory meditation, and it was great because some of these kids are autistic, and just to see them just relax as they did some sensory meditation, it was pretty powerful. But it all starts with that breathing. Okay. All right. So um, I am going to dim the lights. I found a meditation quote. Let me see if I can find it real fast. While I was on vacation, I found a meditation quote. Is it? I'm sorry? I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't follow. Oh, the music helps. Yeah, this was written by Dr. Lam's daughter. Most of this music, so it is kind of a traditional Chinese music. Yes, it does help with the meditation. That's one reason why sometimes I'll like turn it up. Ah, meditation is not about getting out of ourselves or achieving something better. Meditation is about getting in touch with who you all with what you already are. Meditation is about getting in touch with what you already are. All right. So we're going to do a relaxation meditation. All right. So sitting up nice and straight and tall. Now, I realize this might be difficult for some of you to sit this way. So if you need to sit back, that's fine. Just scoot your booty all the way into the back of the chair. So if you're using the back of the chair to help support you, you're still sitting up nice and straight and tall. If we sit like this, our energy doesn't flow well. If we sit up nice and straight, our energy flows much better. And you can tell this just by breathing. It's a lot easier to breathe like this than breathe like this. Okay? All right. So I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. We're going to take a couple of cleansing breaths. So we're cleaning our mind of any thoughts. All right? So big, deep belly breath in. And then exhale, clearing the mind of any thoughts. So not thinking about what happened this morning or what could happen this afternoon. Stay focused on the here and now. Inhale. And exhale, clearing the mind of any thoughts, emptying the mind. One more time, we're going to cleanse the mind. Big, deep belly breath in. And then exhale, clearing the mind of any thoughts. Beautiful. All right, so now let's start our meditation. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your feet and relax your feet. Again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the feet, relaxing the feet. Now we'll move to our legs. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we exhale, breathing out through the legs, relaxing the ankles and the knees, the lower leg and the upper leg. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the legs, relaxing our legs. Next, we'll move to our hips. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we exhale, imagine we're breathing out through the hips, relaxing our hips, relaxing our bottom. Again, inhaling. Bless you. Exhale, breathing out through the hips. Relax all the muscles surrounding our hips. We're going to move on to our torso. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your navel, through your belly button, relaxing all the muscles at the front of the belly. Again, we'll inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, relax, breathe out through the navel. And now we're going to go internal, to our internal stomach. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to relax our stomach, relax our intestines. We're going to relax the internal. Again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. As we exhale, we're going to relax that internal, that stomach, our intestines. That feeling, weird feeling you get in your belly sometimes. Do that one more time. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, relax that internal stomach, relax that belly. You guys are doing wonderful. Now let's move to the lower back. Long, slow, deep breath in. And as we exhale, we breathe out through the lower back, relaxing all the muscles of the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Relax all the muscles in the lower back. Excellent. Moving to the upper back. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. Exhale, imagine you're breathing out between your shoulder blades. We're relaxing the upper back. We're releasing our anger. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathe out through the upper back. Now let's move to our hands and our arms. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your hands. You're breathing gentleness into your hands. Once again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the hands, relaxing all the muscles in the hands. Now we'll consider our arms. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we relax our wrist, our lower arm, our elbows, and our upper arms. Let's do that again. Inhale. As we exhale, breathe out through the arms, breathe out through the hands. Let's move to our shoulders. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out and relax all the muscles in our shoulders. Feel the shoulders connecting our upper back and arms together. Again, inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the shoulders. This is where we hold a lot of our stress. Let it drain away. Don't hold on to it. One more time with the shoulders. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, feel the shoulders relax. Feel the stress and tension drain away. We'll finish with the head and the neck. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we exhale, Relax the muscles of the neck. Relax the muscles surrounding the head, the back of the head, the top of the head. Inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out. Breathe out through the top of the head. Relax the muscles of the face, the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw, the eyes. And one more time. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, relax all the muscles of the face. Relax the muscles of the head. Beautiful. Now just sit for a moment and enjoy the body being in its relaxed state. You can also use this time if you feel a little bit of tension, maybe in your legs or some other part of your body. Just concentrate. Inhale. And then try and breathe out and relax the area that's feeling a little bit of tension. Concentrate on that one area of the body, or if not, just let that gentleness flow across the body. Nice job. I know some of you had tremors when you came in here. How are they doing now? Meditation can be very, very powerful. I've seen it help people with dyskinesia. I understand my website's not working now, but I have a video on there of a lady with significant dyskinesia, that unintended movement, so much that she had to work out of a motorized wheelchair. She is sitting as calm as anybody in this room right now after doing meditation. It's an amazing transformation. Meditation is an amazing transformation. And a lot of people think meditation should be easy. It's actually quite hard to try and get our mind, because our mind naturally wants to think, to get our mind to quit thinking and to slow down. It takes practice, just as if you want your legs to get stronger, you practice leg strengthening exercises. If you want your mind to focus better, you practice meditation. I've seen it do amazing things for people with Parkinson's. Okay? All right. I think that's a good place to stop for today. Thank you all for being here. It was a good turnout. So, yes, Alan. Okay. Yes. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Different yoga disciplines will tell you different. But in Chinese, inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. There's actually a book out there called Breathe. If you think mouth breathing is good, you ought to read that book, because one of the experiments in it is they clog up the nose passages and the person can only breathe through their mouth. And when they breathe through their mouth, his health starts to decline. And he does it for like 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. And he feels terrible. He's not thinking clearly. He just feels bad. I won't use the word, but he feels bad. And as soon as he opens up his nasal passages and starts to breathe correctly, his health starts to improve. The Native Americans, the mothers, when the baby was sleeping, they would come up and they would close the baby's mouth while they were sleeping and force the children to breathe through their nose, because they felt it made the children stronger. And there's actually good medical evidence now of that. When you breathe through the nose, it starts to change the whole shape of the face. Yes, sir. You got it. That's a great question. So, all right. If you haven't signed in, please sign in on your way out. Thank you so much for being here. You guys did wonderful. Look at how relaxed you are. Didn't take any more medication, did you? So you don't need medication to help you relax, all right? All right. There you go. Meditation, not medication. You got it. All right, thanks. Jim. Thank you. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Yeah. It's hard to do, isn't it? Hmm. So if you want to get better with that, just practice a little bit every day. You don't need